Hey everybody, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant, and today I want to share with you what I have been warming for the month of February. First off, I have a candle from Bath & Body Works, and it is in the fragrance Butterfly. This is a fragrance from their body care line. It is raspberry nectar, iris petals, and airy vanilla. And I didn't finish this one, but this was full when I started, and it's down to about here. It smells much better in body care than it does in the candle. I didn't get a lot of performance from the candle, and it's already starting to soot on me. I've been having a lot of sooting problems with Bath & Body Works lately, and most of the time I don't burn them any more than 4 hours at a time, and I keep my wicks trimmed. So I just don't know if there was a certain time where they had a batch that was having a lot of problems. This one does have really thick wicks, so I don't know if that's adding to it, but I'll probably try burning this once or twice more, but it'll probably end up on my warmer to finish off. And speaking of warmer, I did finish off 2 candles on my warmer because they were just too sooty to burn anymore, and that is Yankee Candle Fresh Cut Roses. So there's still wax in here, but there isn't much scent left because I was using it on my warmer, and as you can see why, it's so sooty. And this is a typical problem with Yankee Candle, and I think half of it's just because of the way the jar like slopes in. You have less sooting most of the time, I notice, with straight sided jars as opposed to ones that go in like this. But this actually performed 10 times better on the warmer than it did burning. So I would hate to say I would do a whole one on a warmer because it would take forever, because it's a giant candle, so it would take forever for it to actually fully melt, but it performed so much better that way. Let me see if I can unbury my last candle. We'll get to it. I think it's at the bottom somewhere. I went through some of my brick in Fluffy Fleece. This is the size of a brick, if you don't know what a brick looks like. This is the size of a normal Scentsy bar. I went through 1.5 cubes on this. This fragrance is really nice. I warmed it in my bedroom. And this went for a couple of days, only melting it like while I was awake in my bedroom. Well, I'm not in my bedroom, but during the day when I was awake, because I run my diffuser while we're sleeping, and that has pods in it, so I don't run 2 different fragrances like that at the same time. But this is really nice. I don't know if it's just a bedroom scent to me. I'd probably warm it everywhere. Okay, here's the candle. Okay. It is Bath & Body Works Pink, Lilac, and Vanilla. This jar was so pretty, and the smell so good. But it's, you can see, lots of soot. And this one I actually did end up going way over 4 hours with one time. I just completely forgot. Like, I didn't forget it was on. I just like lost track of time, trying to time my 4 hours. And that was some of the major sooting like on one side here, but even after that, I tried doing it at the 4-hour mark, and within 3 hours it was sooting. So it spent the rest of its life on the warmer. This was really nice. It is fresh lilac bouquets, dewy greens, and vanilla blossoms. Okay, I think the rest I have here are wax bars. I melted some of the Scentspirations Go-Go Mango. I did some of this for samples, so that's kind of the only time I was melting it for myself to smell it. I used 2 cubes. This is really nice. I wouldn't say an intense mango scent, but it's just a very fresh, fruity scent. I finished up a bar in Perk Me Up and Hazelnut Latte. And what I did with this is I said I was going to melt these two together to see if I could make this a little less sweet by adding some of the coffee, but this wasn't a great performer on its own. And I think I had 2 cubes of this left, so I did 1 cube in 2 warmers, and then I did 1 cube in 2 warmers with this, the Hazelnut Latte, and then the last 2 cubes of this I had in 1 warmer alone. And it was still, this is all I smelled. It didn't make it any less sweet. I do have these coming in my club, and I am going to try it one more time, doing a 1-to-1 ratio. I might even try a 2-to-1, just because I really want a stronger coffee smell from this, because it is sweet. But this won't leave my club. This is good. If I'm still not pleased with this after trying to mix it a little bit more with this, this is going out of my club. It's not worth keeping it for me. I melted 6 cubes of NHL fresh ice. This is a really fresh, citrusy, pepperminty, I think there's bergamot in it, which would be the citrus. Really nice kind of manly scent. I went through an entire cube of black raspberry vanilla. This is a classic from Scentsy. Just a rich, deep raspberry scent. It's really lovely. I went through 6 cubes of Mickey Mouse and Friends. I've been testing this one out. This was okay. It smells, I can't even, it's fruity. I just wasn't a huge fan of it when it was melting. It didn't smell bad, but this had been in my club. My husband liked it on cold when we were trying out, so I just put it right in my club, and I just don't know if it's something that's gonna end up staying there. It's not a bad bar, it's just, I don't think it's up on my list of favorites. I did 2 cubes of apple press. This one I did in my bedroom, I think, and I just don't think I had enough going. In my bedroom area, it was too big for the 2 cubes, and I just did that 1 warmer instead of the 2 I normally have going in my bedroom area. And it just didn't give it a good, it didn't give it a good enough like justification to see if this was really nice or not. It's supposed to have rose in it, and I can smell that cold, but I did not smell that while it was warming. But I do need to try it again, of course, with more cubes, because it wasn't enough for the area I was melting it in. I went through an entire bar of Scentsprations Mango Wildflower. This one was pretty good. It was definitely more floral than fruity. You got the slight fruitiness of the mango, but it was definitely, has hibiscus, and it had like a rich flowery note. It was really nice. I don't think it went maybe a day and a half in probably about 2 days in my house, and I did it the entire bar in between 2, 3, 4 warmers. So it was pretty good. I don't think it's one I'd club, but it's not bad. I'd get another bar of it. I went through 6 cubes of Polar Bear Hug, and this is now my absolute, one of my favorite bars from Scentsy. I liked it on cold, and this is my first time finally actually melting it, and I fell completely in love. I then went and purchased a car bar and a room spray and more wax bars because it's really, really good. I have no idea what the scent notes are in here, but it's kind of minty and musky. I did this in my bedroom. I have 1 warmer in my main bedroom and 1 warmer in my connected master bath. I did 2 cubes in each warmer. I am pretty sure, again, I have my warmer on in there while I'm awake and then shut them off while we're sleeping. These 4 cubes of wax in those 2 warmers went for at least 10 days. And towards the end, I kept them on 24/7 for like the last 2 days because I'm like, okay, I've had these going for a really long time, and as much as I love it and I'm in love with it, I did want to try something else new. Like I wanted to do something new in my bedroom, but if you want something that's strong and lasts a while, Polar Bear Hug. I know this is no longer available right now because we have switched to our spring summer catalog. So hopefully it comes back, or hopefully you already have it in your club because it's amazing and I put it in my club. All right. We have Turning Red. I only did 1 cube of this because I was terrified. I did this in my guest bath. The smell of this on cold is absolutely disgusting. It smells like Indian food. It smells like strong ginger. It's just, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Now, when you melt this, it's completely different. It is fruity and bright, and it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. This bar completely, you think you know how something's gonna smell for the most part when you smell it on cold, and you do smell fruitiness. Cherries or strawberries or something. I don't remember exactly what the fruit is in here, but you do smell that, but the ginger is way overpowering. When you're melting this, the ginger is completely gone. I didn't smell it at all. Now, this is just 1 cube in a very small bathroom. I'm going to test it out in my larger concept area. I don't know if burning more is going to bring more of the ginger out. I'm still slightly nervous, but it was completely different. It completely changed my thoughts on that bar completely. Like, it did not smell like Indian food in my bathroom. I went through a full bar. Well, it wasn't a full bar when I started it, but I think there was like 3 cubes left of Pretty in Plaid. It is a Christmas scent. Has tree scents with it, but I was just trying to go through a couple bars that I had, just like 1 or 2 cubes left, plus this one had a broken clam, so I just wanted to get that out of my collection. I melted 1 cube of the Sensational's Whipped Peppermint Cream. This one's okay. It's not very good. I wouldn't get it again. It smells wonderful on cold. You're just not getting a big throw when you're actually melting it. The 1 cube I did of that was when I was finishing off this Better Homes and Gardens White Peppermint Mocha. Finish that off. Again, this smelled really great on cold. Like putting the clamshell right up to your nose, but it wasn't much of a performer, so I would not get those again. I went through a Zippy The Irishman. Again, I would not purchase from Zippy again, just on the ease of use alone. You basically have to destroy this to even get the wax melt out, and then it just crumbles all over the place because it's soft and multiple layers, so the layers separate. It smelled pretty good. I probably should have saved it for the month of March because it would have fit because it's the Irishman, but I was just trying to get out of my collection. I did it in the bedroom. It wasn't bad, but again, I just wouldn't purchase from Zape again just because they're too hard to get out of these shells. I went through a vintage Luxe of, D&D, I don't know, Darcy and David. These are from Hobby Lobby. I'm not a fan of them. They were having a huge sale, so I bought a ton of them, and they're just not super great performers, but I mean, it wasn't bad. It's amber, caramel, and smoke. I liked it in the bedroom. Another one from Zape, which was Moroccan Bazaar. This is Sunset, Smoky Autumn Leaves, Cardamom, and Birch. Again, you can see how messy this is. They're just really hard to deal with. This one smelled good. Again, it's just, they're not huge strong throwers, but there's way too much better wax out there and easier to get wax than to deal with how hard these are to use. And I didn't tell you, the Irishman is sandalwood, clover, and pine. Okay. Another one, I did a test of 1 cube in my bathroom with blueberry cheesecake. I had the little tester of this when I first started, and like I got a strong blueberry scent to it. And my husband got a strong, like, sour cheesecake note when he smelled it. He hated it. I was intrigued. So I wanted to get 1 bar and try it. And when I got this bar and smelled it, and then turned it over, the bottom of this smells like sour milk. That sour cheesecake note, I was scared. I'm like, okay, this isn't going in my open concept right off because I feel like I'm gonna waste the whole thing, and if I hate it, maybe somebody else would like it and I can send it off. But when I melted this in my bathroom, I didn't get that sour cheesecake note. I just got delicious, creamy blueberry, and it's good. I don't know if I would, you can get a actual brick of this through Scentsy Club, and I'm contemplating whether I'm gonna do that or not. I'm gonna have to melt it in my open concept first to see if I wanna take this a little bit further and get one of those bricks. I went through 6 cubes of Cozy Cardigan. This one is beautiful, it's perfumey. It's just, sorry, my cat's sticking at my wall. Lightly floral, musky, vanilla. It's really good. Most people consider this a bedroom scent. I did it in my open concept, and I would do it in my bedroom. I would do it everywhere. It's wonderful. Okay. I went through 2, 4, 6 cubes of the Scenspirations Mango Margarita. This one, I'm slightly disappointed. I expected more from this. Out of this collection, this was my favorite on cold, and I just feel like it didn't throw the way I wanted it to. It smelled amazing, but I just don't feel like it filled up my room the way I wanted it to. I think it's gonna be much better in a smaller room, like a smaller bathroom, and that's probably where I'll do these last 2 cubes. But I'm probably gonna get another bar and test it out again. I'm working on my airflow because I have high ceilings, and I'm noticing you can't really smell much of anything, and then like my AC will kick on, and like you get this big huge waft of all the fragrance because it just blows it right down from up the ceiling. So in the summer, when that's kicking on a lot more, this will probably be wonderful, but for when I did it, it just didn't give me much thrill. I did 6 cubes of Clementine Blossom. This is from the Valentine's Day collection, I believe. This was okay. To be honest, I don't remember a lot of it. I think I just didn't get a good performance out of it. It is the weaker of smelling of the bunch when you're smelling it on cold. It smells great. Can't wait to try it again though and familiarize myself with what that smelled like. And then I did 6 cubes of Pink Sunshine, also from the Valentine's Day collection. This one was really nice. This one's really floral, and it's definitely starting to get into that floral time of year. This one was really good. I enjoyed forming that. And the last thing I have is a Scentsy car bar in aloe, water, and cucumber. And I am not a cucumber fan. I received this in my kit, I believe. And I really liked this, and I was shockingly surprised how long it has lasted and how strong it's been in my car. It's my first time using a car bar, and I'm really happy with it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and come back and watch again.